After a great weekend in Finsbury Park, mud has been slung at the tough murder challenge. I was down here myself and I had a great time, but like kids who had a party when their parents had gone out for the weekend, the council, David Lammy and the Finsbury Park Trust are up in arms over the mud that was caused by the tough murder challenge over the weekend. But I think like kids and part of the family, I think give it a couple of years, I think they'll be back. Here we are. Today is Tuesday, the 18th of April, 2023. We are in Finsbury Park. Over the weekend, we had a challenge. Well, it's a competition-like thing. It's called Tough Murder. And for me, over the 2 days, it was absolutely fantastic. And the challenge that the organizer never figured they would have is the reaction of the Haringey Council, David Lammy and the Finsbury Park Trust, who oversees and run the park. They're up in arms over the amount of mud that's actually left. I think within the next 2-3 months, when the sun comes out, the mud will be back to normal. And to me, the reaction is like some naughty kids having a party while their parents has gone out over the weekend, and then suddenly the parents have come back and they found out the whole place is muddied up and in a mess, and that's the reaction. But after 3 months, because it's family, you know, they get back together. I think the outrage, the initial reaction, I think after a couple of years, they'll let tough murder come back into Finsbury Park. It's just wishful thinking on my behalf. You know, as you see in the background, they're taking down the stuff. In fact, I believe that the toughest challenge is actually putting up and taking down the stuff rather than the actual challenge itself. And I realized, and I think the organizers realized, the toughest challenge isn't the physical challenge when it comes to the event itself. Is actually the communication and the contractual challenge, how people actually see the event. The grass will grow back. In 2-3 months, it'll be back to normal, and you've forgotten the event has happened. In a couple of years, hopefully they'll let them back. The organizers, I think, are as shocked as I am on the reaction of the official people. But the organizers, it's called mud murder, tough murder, and the organizers had suffered a tough murder over, not over the weekend. It's from the reaction of the official, and I don't think they perceived that, and I never perceived that. And I think that is the greatest challenge. Just checking, I've seen them come over the years, and I've never realized how big the organization and the event was. I never realized this was a worldwide thing. And this is just like 2 days out of like probably 60 days of events they have around the world. And you know, I think for me it was a fantastic event. I enjoyed myself. I walked around the event, the course, a couple of times with my camera here. I was actually testing out this camera. I didn't realize, I saw over the days the guys then was setting it up and stuff, but then it really didn't impact me, not until I reached. I have got some footage which I will show you. And I was just testing out this camera. This is the GoPro Max, and if there's anybody from GoPro, send me a link where I can get the software so I can get the real 3D effect of this camera. I was actually just testing it out on Saturday when I came to the park, and I was surprised, even though I kind of knew that the Tough Murder challenge was actually on. So I got some footage. The park itself it's been raining this year. It's been raining for the last, I don't think the rain has stopped. It's been off and on since January, and it looks like, well, we don't know. May might switch on us, and it might become warmer. Before I left my place, I was listening to the weather, and it said, oh, it's maximum 20 degrees. The temperature I feel outside at the moment is about 10 to 12 degrees, and there's a wind blowing. You know, but by the way, I've got to say thank you to the YouTube people who, first of all, the YouTube people, the organization themselves, because the 360, I put up some 360 virtual reality footage, and I was just amazed how things are actually working. So I've got to give that up to YouTube. Also, they give me slightly better dispensation than a couple of other people, so I'm grateful for that. I'm hoping to put up some more 3D surround virtual reality footage, but I mean, like this, it's not ideal for 360, but there are some great local 360 things I can do. But so big up to the YouTube itself, the business. It's owned by Google, and they've been good to me. And the YouTubers who put up how to do videos, so I've got to big them up as well. So I've got to put up some how to do videos as well. And GoPro, since I'm using GoPro, if there's anybody there from GoPro, just send me a link so I can, you can pick up my email if you just thing around, or you could directly message me on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook or one of them, you know, or you can even pick up my phone number and text me directly, or WhatsApp me directly a link so I can pick up the 360 software for the GoPro Max, which I'm using now, which, you know, the footage you'll see from the Tough Murder challenge on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday was really the day. Actually, it's at this spot here, right over here, was one of the most toughest ones, and I've actually used that in my first clippings, you know. But this is Red 5599 TV, Finsbury Park. I haven't done a report in Finsbury Park for quite a while. As you see, if you go through some of my video logs from during the lockdown, you'll see me actually doing a couple of videos on how I felt for the situation.
I don't really check the facts and information before I come out. I just usually just come out and just go with how I feel. Sometime I've had a drink or two, so it's just feeling. I can do checking the facts and details, but I'll do that at some other times. But for now, bye for now.